Hey everyone, and welcome back to Darknet Confessions. Tonight's story comes from a listener we'll call Liam, a digital security analyst who once prided himself on being immune to scams and online horror stories. That is, until he discovered something hidden deep within the folds of the dark web. Not a drug ring, not stolen credit cards, but something far more personal and far more terrifying. A black market for stolen memories. Liam's descent into the shadows began like any other day. He was scanning compromised networks as part of a routine audit when he noticed something strange, a persistent, highly sophisticated data siphon. But it wasn't targeting financial records or corporate secrets. It was pulling fragmented, seemingly random pieces of personal information, things tucked away in old hard drives, forgotten social media archives, or private cloud backups. The data didn't look valuable at first, but the sheer volume and surgical precision behind the attack grabbed his attention. What started as technical curiosity became an obsession. Liam traced the digital trail, bypassing honeypots and navigating layers of encrypted proxies until he arrived at a stark, minimalist hidden website. At the center of the screen, a slowly rotating banner that read, "The Mnemosyne Exchange, curating the unforgettable." Beneath it, a login prompt, and in faint, nearly invisible text, "Guest access." With cautious intrigue, Liam clicked. The guest area resembled a digital art gallery. Each item was titled by a date and a short, poetic description. July 14th, 1998, the first summer rain. October 31st, 2005, her laughter in the cornfield. When he clicked one, expecting abstract art or AI-generated video, what he saw stopped him cold. It was a fragmented video clip, like a dream fading mid-thought. A young woman celebrating her birthday, blowing out candles. The sound was muffled, the faces blurred, but the emotion? Undeniably real. Below the clip was a caption. Lot number 017, childhood joy, authenticity, 98%. Current bid, 0.5 Bitcoin. Bitcoin. For a memory. Liam spent hours exploring the gallery, watching a boy learn to ride a bike, a couple dancing at a wedding, a grandparent's warm embrace. These weren't fabricated moments. They were real, private memories extracted, digitized, and auctioned off like collectibles. The authenticity percentage hinted at how complete and vivid the memory was. Still skeptical but deeply disturbed, Liam pursued deeper access. Entry to the main auction required proof of technical skill and a deposit. Not in money, but in memory. He had to submit a small, unidentifiable fragment of his own mind. He chose something mundane, a fleeting moment from a forgotten train ride, and hoped it wouldn't matter. What he uncovered inside the full Mnemosyne Exchange chilled him. The listings were endless, categorized by emotion, event type, age, and more. First love, profound loss, near-death experience, triumph.
Some were video.
Some, immersive audio. Others, hyper-detailed text transcriptions that read like something pulled straight from your brain. And people were bidding. Bitcoin flowed like water.
Who were these buyers?
Collectors? Scientists? Voyeurs? Or something worse? Liam began tracing metadata, digital fingerprints hidden deep within each file. What he found confirmed his worst fear. Many of the donors were alive, walking around, completely unaware that their most cherished moments had been taken. He cross-referenced one memory, a minor car accident. It looked familiar. He tracked it to an old news report, found the exact location, and identified the woman involved, Eleanor Vance. He contacted her anonymously, asked if she ever had memories that felt missing. She replied,
"Funny you should ask.
Sometimes I feel like I'm trying to remember something, but it's just gone, like a blank spot in a book." That's when Liam realized the exchange wasn't copying memories. It was stealing them, wiping them clean from the minds of the living. The authenticity score likely reflected how fully a memory had been extracted. He reported his findings to his superiors. They laughed it off. "Too much caffeine," one said. "No one can steal memories. This is sci-fi." But Liam knew better. The emotional realism was too precise. The timing, the structure, flawless. He pushed further, determined to uncover the curators, the admins of the exchange. But they were like ghosts. No IP traces. No real names. Just aliases, encrypted messages, and vanishing server locations. Then, he found a special lot in preparation. It was labeled, "The Unforgettable Trauma." A memory so deeply buried, the original owner couldn't even recall it consciously. Authenticity, 15%. Bidding price, astronomical. Around that same time, Liam noticed something chilling. The original data siphon that started it all? It had returned, stronger. And now it was targeting him. His own browser history began surfacing in ads. He felt déjà vu in ordinary moments. Then he found something new in the guest gallery. Lot number 208. First out, authenticity, 5%. A blurred image of himself, sitting at his desk, deep in thought, brow furrowed. The very moment he first suspected the truth. They were already harvesting his memories. Digging deeper, he discovered a hidden forum used by the curators. He couldn't access the content, but he saw thread titles. The analyst, progress report. Losing the thread, countermeasures. He panicked. Tried to trace the servers again, but they flickered across jurisdictions too fast to follow. It was like chasing ghosts across the digital ether. Then came the message. Encrypted. Anonymous. The sender's ID. A long string of zeros.
You're a fool, Liam.
They don't just steal memories. They install new ones. The implication hit hard. Fabricated memories. Memories you'd swear were real. Friends you never met. Moments you never lived. He checked himself constantly, watching for any signs of false memories. Then it happened. One morning, he woke up remembering a long, heartfelt coffee with a childhood friend, warmth, laughter, even the taste of the drink. It felt vividly real. But when he messaged the friend, they replied, puzzled, "We haven't seen each other in 20 years." The memory was fake, implanted. The Mnemosyne Exchange wasn't just stealing identities, it was rewriting them. Liam went nuclear. He flooded Darknet forums with warnings, posted every detail he knew, but the exchange simply mirrored itself, migrating to newer, deeper layers. His posts were flagged, deleted, dismissed. Then he got one final message. A different source this time, colder, more precise. Your defiance is instructive. Prepare for the final auction. The lot is you. He rushed back to the site.
There it was.
The newest special lot. Lot number 001. The analyst's identity, authenticity, 100%. A complete psychological profile. Fears, habits, childhood events, and one video. It showed Liam sitting at his desk, typing, looking straight into the webcam. His webcam. He never saw the light turn on. The auction began. Bids surged. Liam realized too late. Exposing the truth had made him the ultimate collectible. The perfect final product. Now, Liam doesn't trust his own mind. Each day, new flickers of doubt. Did he really have that conversation? Was that memory real? Or was it bought and installed? He fights on, but bit by bit, he feels himself fading. Replaced. Auctioned off to faceless bidders who now own pieces of his very soul. Liam's confession is a chilling reminder of how fragile our minds really are. What would you do if your most sacred memories were taken from you, or worse, replaced with something false? Let me know in the comments. And if you've ever felt a moment of blankness, or remembered something too perfect to be real, maybe you've already visited the Mnemosyne Exchange. You just don't remember it. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. But before you go, take a moment. Close your eyes. Try to remember your first kiss, or your earliest childhood birthday. Does it feel complete? Or is there a piece missing? Maybe it was stolen. Maybe it's up for sale right now. If you've ever felt like something's just gone, like a gap in your story you can't explain, you're not alone. Drop a comment if this story got under your skin. And if you've ever had a moment that felt implanted, I want to hear about it. Stay safe out there. because the next story might already be writing itself in your head. Until next time, stay paranoid.